And so we're going to learn how to open the fascia through the palm and the hand, which will affect the ability to extend the arm up overhead. And it's kind of fun if you want to, before you actually do this, if you want to check out your extension in your arms, be standing and just reach your arms overhead. Look up and see where your palms are at with them facing in towards one another. And then you can check afterwards. So you're going to go right into the meat of your thumb. You're going to press the ball into that area. So it's not at the center of the palm, but right at the meat of the thumb. Okay. And then the other hand will go on top. You'll be on your hands and knees essentially, and then you'll press down right into that outer edge of the hand. And this can be really nice. If you do a lot of vinyasas, a lot of flow classes, which do require you to actively press down to the inner arch of the hand the most and get that activation to support your down dogs and your chaturangas and your flows essentially, then this can be really lovely to do actually before or after. If you type a lot, it's really excellent too. And if you have any shoulder rotation sensitivities or restrictions, whether it's something like frozen shoulder or an injury there, this can help unwind the fascia all the way up into the shoulder. So I think it's pretty amazing. Okay, so you do that for a few moments. It might be 30 seconds to 2 minutes. It just depends on how tender it is. You might need longer to be soft first and then press down more firmly close to the end of your time. After that, you'll switch to stretching the inside of the thumb to the index finger, this nice little meaty part here as well. And what you do is you turn your hand like a handshake, so you get that nice V and your thumb to your index finger. Then you turn your thumb face down so you have deep internal rotation of the arm bone. So it looks something like that. And then you're going to place right on the inside of that crease right onto the top of the ball. And you want to do your best to keep the hand as vertical as possible so it's not sinking back but staying straight up. Okay. Once you have that position, you press straight down to stretch the fascia right in the inner part of the hand. And it can be quite intense if you've never done this before. So as I always say, be gentle first. Okay? If you did this with me in any private classes, then you've already done it maybe once or twice since then. You might be able to hold a little longer. And just keep your breath moving as you hold. Okay, this one, depending on how you feel about it, you can hold it, as long as you'd like. If it's your first time doing it, maybe, 30 seconds a minute. And this is where it gets real fun. So we've just done some stretching, so we're going to do some activation. So you're going to use the inner part of the hand to the inner part of your thumb and squeeze. So you can see the muscle start to activate. And you're, again, trying to keep the hand straight, vertical, perpendicular to the ground as you're doing your squeezes. And I have to say personally, when I've done this one, I can do it in a very short period of time and it has a pretty big impact on the shoulders. So once you do this for a little while, you can release the hand and then put the ball to the center of the palm. Other hand on top and roll the whole hand all the way down, all the way up to the knuckles, down to the wrist, over to the thumb, doing the whole thing. Okay, and then when you've done that for a little bit, you can release the hand, give yourself a little curl of your fingers. And then if you want to check your range of motion, you would just bring your arm up overhead with your other one, standing, and you'll see that this is my right hand, will actually be now further back to my back of my head. So that's a fun way to check. Anyways, that's how you roll your hands. You can do it at your desk. You could do it in the morning. You could do it while you're watching TV, literally. So it's a really easy one to do.